What's up everybody? How everybody doing today? Welcome in another video, in the last vlog video from Austin from 2025. So today's video I want to kind of go through what happened through the journey, what happened through the YouTube and vlogging and videos and all of that since from last 5 months already. We've been doing our More Than Mike community. If you're new here, hey, welcome. The last video from 2025, but I hope not the last not least for you. My name is Mike and I do content in Austin, Texas, and well, it's been a lot, so today is a good time if you want to kind of figure out what's happening here. But yeah, if you're new, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do me that big favor and click that subscribe button so you're gonna be on time for the new stuff for 2026, because I can promise you more and more interesting stuff gonna happen this year. All right, so moving forward, what happened, like why we here, why I'm doing this, and what's going on, because yeah, it's been a year. I tell you what, it's been a crazy but a fun year on the same time. So I decided that today I kind of wanna, go outside and kind of see what's happening here and tell you some words, how the journey is going and where we started and when we're right now and what's the next move. So let's just go back kind of what happened on the beginning. So let's go back to July. I believe my first video on the channel was on July 23rd or 26th, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, the journey started very simple, because the journey starts only from me walking outside with the camera, with that time broken GoPro with the broken audio, and it was kind of, yeah, there was no any more different plan, there was no any bigger plan, there was no any different ideas. It was just me and my GoPro walking on the streets of Austin. I started with downtown. I went here on Congress Avenue, South Congress Avenue, where I'm right now, and from there things slowly were escalating. So the first reason why I even started that journey, why the journey began, that was it was very simple actually, because as you know from the previous episodes, for those of you who are here been before, I tried my ways on YouTube before in the past, but well, didn't work out for a lot of different reasons, from being lazy, from have excuses for all of these different things. But anyway, in July I always feel like I want to do content, I want to do YouTube, I want to do long format and just be more creative of it. But that time I was just didn't have an idea what's the move, what's the schedule, how the content gonna go. So because I was walking every morning, almost every morning, on like just have a walk outdoor, and I was like, well, since I'm already do this every day, so let me bring the camera with me and let's just kind of see what's gonna happen. Let's just gonna see where this is gonna go. The first idea was just I'm gonna walk outside and got some street vibes or parks, and that's it. That was it. But then weeks after, when I was being consistent, I was going on these walks, bringing the camera, very simple, nothing, no editing, no any post production involved. Then was the turning point moment was in September, when I went on a trip. I went on a trip to Houston, to New Orleans, and Galveston, and a couple of different places I visited, and I had my camera with me, and I did get some content over there from those places, because I thought it was gonna be, you know, something cool, something interesting than just Austin. So like I said, it was New Orleans, was Galveston, it was Houston, and I was very excited for these videos because I was, you know, it was cool. It was, things were going great. I was already like what, 2 or 3 months in of creating content. And when I got home back to Austin, I tried to edit those videos, put them together to internet, and what happened was my SD card broke. My SD card from GoPro broke, and I was like, oh no, I lost all the footage, all of the 2 weeks of having, like, I believe I had like 4 videos ready to post, and yeah, I lost everything. Well, technically I could get back from, you know, some companies, what they like restoring your data from like SD cards and stuff, but I was like, this is just gonna cost me hundreds of dollars. I mean, it's important, but it's not that important. Like, I mean, there's, you know, it's just like piece of video from Galveston and New Orleans and different places. So because of that, I was forced to make a video from home to kind of explain why there's no video from walking posted, right? So because of that, I record just in my room, just kind of the same setup, but just at home, and just kind of explain myself why there's no new video. So after that, I posted, and this vlog situations like that, and I was like, well, that was actually cool. Maybe I should do more vlogs this way. So I kind of, that's what kind of happened, because I was forced to do it, because, you know, like I just said, I needed to explain the reason why there's no new video. So I was forced to record that type of situation. And after that, from next video to next video, there was like, I believe on a video after that was of my good friend, his DJ debut, and I made a short vlog documentary, and then I realized, like, well, okay, this is cool. This is like something new. This is very this is something what I enjoy more. So from that day, I was like, okay, we gotta make some changes to the channel. We gotta escalate this. We gotta move forward. We gotta make stuff better and bigger and better. And from me having this broken GoPro camera, posting videos without editing, I moved to actually having my professional camera and edit videos and put more effort and vlog and podcast and this and this and this. And I was like, okay, I guess that's the way to do it. That's the way what I want to go. That's the way when I want to move forward for next month, next year. And yeah, so it was just kind of fascinating moment, because of some situation when I was first mad that I was like, oh, I lose the footage, but I don't know what would happen if I would never lose that footage, right? Maybe I would still continue to do the walks without being bothered for, you know, having better quality, better content. So that was kind of thing what you realize. I believe you have this a lot of times in your life when you feel like, oh, this is something bad happened, and then you realize, like, okay, after a while you realize, okay, but because of that I'm in a different place. Because of that I made different decisions. So yeah, that was a turning point moment, definitely. And yeah, and from there, well, I decide that's what direction we're going. I decided that we're gonna go for more from like vlogging and more for documenting, and yeah, I kind of pushed myself more towards that way. I have some things written down over here what I want to talk about. Let me just, so like I said, because of that I was more convinced that I still need to show up, because no matter what, no matter if I lose the footage, not lose the footage, if it's good, if it's bad, I told myself at the very beginning, no matter what, you gotta post. You gotta put yourself over there, you're gonna record it, and you gotta post. So that was like something where I'm like, okay, you gotta do it, you gotta do it, you gotta do it, you gotta do it no matter what. Even if there was no perfect conditions, even if there was no perfect setup to do it, then you still gotta show up, you still gotta do it, you still gotta post, and you just improve next time. You gotta improve next time and next time and next time. So walking through this, you know, parks and city and all of that became more of thinking what's next, and became more of just exploring more the city and not just filming. And that was another moment where when I realized, okay, this is like perfect opportunity to explore the city more, to explore more stuff over here, more of like talking to strangers and just being more creative, and even if some of the videos didn't work, and I put a lot of effort to them and they didn't work for some reason because of algorithm, YouTube, or no matter whatever different reason it was, but even if that, I learned that doesn't really matter. You just gotta keep going, you just gotta keep improving, keep moving. And then next moment of kind of turning point was, never gonna forget that video. It was so far is my best performing video. There was a video for so far had 50,000 views, and I remember that I didn't want to post that video because I remember it was like late, it was Friday night, it was very late. I left my place like midnight or something like that, and I was like, okay, I gotta go on 6th Street, make some video over just like walking on 6th Street, right? But the video was bad, like in my opinion. That was really like just, it was alright. It was, you know, it was just nothing really. I put a lot of effort to the video, but after a couple days after I posted, turns out that the video performed phenomenal. That video performed like crazy because it was like 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 5,000 views, and I was just like, okay, where is this going? Like, this is crazy, this is unbelievable. And like from like step by step, week by week, turned out right now that video have over 50,000 views, and that was another moment when I was just like, okay, I guess this is working. I guess this is something what's like, it's kind of possible. It's not just something what I was looking on other creators. It was actually happened to me. That even from the video, what you been thinking that is no good, that you like, literally I didn't want to post the video because I was just like, there's nothing special over there. But because I told myself and I told everybody for the very first day that no matter what, I'm gonna post, I'm gonna post, I'm gonna post. So because I had only that video that time, I was like, well, I gotta post it. I gotta post it, I gotta put this over there, and let's see where this is gonna go and how it's gonna go. So you just never know where the opportunity and like how the opportunity can change your passion, your life, your movement. And after that, I was just like, okay, well, since this is working and this is like actually performing, and this is just, you know, it's give you the confidence for the future, for next videos. We're just like, okay, if that happened once, there's a high chance it's gonna happen again. Well, so far it did not happen again, but that's not the point. The point is, if they happen once, it's more likely gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. So from that day, I was like, okay, what worked that day? What worked from that video? And kind of learn from that and expand and improve for the future, for the next videos. So from there, I was putting a lot of effort to different videos. I was just, you know, okay, next one, I gotta edit this, I gotta do this, transitions, music, sound, audio, this, colors, and all of this effort. And next one was like, I remember, I think it was a Halloween video from Halloween, and I put so much effort to these videos. There was 2 videos, part 1 and part 2 from Halloween from 6th Street, I put so much effort to these videos. I remember that I was just spending hours. I'm talking like long hours at home to edit and just make this video perfect. Make this video like, you know, how the book is saying, your first 30 seconds, your thumbnail. You're this, not too long, not too short. And guess what? It didn't even hit 500 views. But still, that doesn't matter because I learned all of these important skills during the process of editing, and after that I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. There's, you know, you just gotta keep going. But I literally, like, you know, practice and learn all of the skills what I put towards this editing, and I used again for the future and again and again. And then I realized, okay, I kind of need to make some, you know, adjustments to the channel. But every time when I was even like trying to do something new, trying to, you know, challenge myself, or like exploring new style of videos or editing, I was like, it's okay, you just do it, and if it's not gonna work, the next video you're gonna do better or different. And I was telling myself, I was just like, well, doesn't really matter, but doesn't really matter because nobody's watching anyway. But yeah, that was a cool experience. That was something what is still with me and still in my head. And I believe around the same time, yeah, it was like around the Halloween, I started my podcast series, Adventure Seed, which I'm already inviting you. If you haven't checked any of those Adventure Seeds, please go check my channel, and you can either go to playlist or to the podcast tab, and you're gonna find my weekly videos from my Adventure Seed posts when I'm breaking down more of process, what's going on with me, process what I'm going through, process of what I learn, what I want to achieve next time. And also, somehow it just happened like organically, then I was started giving like more thoughts of like motivational thoughts, and I shared with some people, and they were like, oh, hey, I watched this and it was cool, like, thank you so much for this video. I'm like, oh, okay, that was nice. So that was like another moment when I like, just like when I put myself over there, when I got some real feedback from the people who I know, and they're like, oh, this helped me that day, this gave me this idea, this gave me that thought. And yeah, so that was like another point where when the things get more when I explore more things, let's say, through Adventure Seed. And yeah, I can tell you right now we're on episode 8, and things are changing, things are definitely improving, and I'm so excited for this. I'm actually really enjoying making those Adventure Seed videos. I'm working on my new setup, so stay tuned, and because I'm trying to make better each time. But like I said, once again, if you haven't checked all of this Adventure Seed, give it a shot. Pick your, I believe you can find some episode which you can pick over there, which you can be more related to. I'm breaking down very like more, you know, going through process, motivational process. So I'm pretty sure there's something what's good, what you can be related to and find something interesting. And I would say that during this whole right now 5 months when I started, I can say this with like is this famous phrase with a lot of creators saying that YouTube changed my life, and not on terms of, you know, being like, you know, extra famous. No, I'm not there yet. Like, it's far away from being there yet. But it changed my life of terms of goals, of having like idea, of having a vision, of being consistent, of being disciplined. And you can use all of this energy what you put already to the videos. You can use the same energy, the same skills what you learn towards like any different stuff what you do in your life, job, fun, trip, whatever it is. Because during that process, this past 5 months, the biggest thing what I learned is definitely discipline and definitely something what I don't want to give up. And that's like the message that I always tell to people: don't give up no matter what. I gave up many times before, but this time I'm not giving up. I know what I want to do. I know what's the plan for next, for the future. And yeah, in those terms, YouTube definitely changed my life, because you know, you gotta plan your schedule ahead. You gotta not only record, then you gotta edit, then you need to create a thumbnail, then you need to post on time. There's a lot of factors when it comes behind the final product, which is the video. And because of like me, I'm coming from, you know, I have a film background and acting background and like this art film creation background, so maybe it's easier to kind of just right now refresh this stuff from the past, to just kind of right now like, oh, like I knew how to do it, I just never used these skills in this way, because I came from film. I came from, you know, professional productions and how the like professional set works, when you have your crew, when you have person from the camera, from the audio, from the editing, all of this crew. But right now I'm by myself and I do all of these things by myself. So that was something what I needed to apply to my creator stuff, to my goals, to my videos. And that was something new. That was something what I'm still learning. That is something what I'm still like putting together. But I'm excited about it. Like every single time when I'm like tired because, or like lazy still, or just don't have an idea for the video, or any different excuse what I'm trying to have, then I'm telling myself, just go out there, bring your camera, and you're gonna feel better after. And it's true. It's proven every single time that even if I have a bad day, even if I don't want to do it, even if I don't have an idea, but the moment I'm gonna grab the camera and press the record, after 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'm a completely different person. This is the best therapy session for me. This is the best medicine for me. And it's worked very well. So that's another thing how I can say how YouTube changed and still is changing my life. So for those of you who are thinking about starting something new, who, if you wanna, you know, explore new things, if you wanna try things what you've been dreaming of before, but you're just looking for excuses, I tell you, just do it. Just do it, even if it's bad, even if it's rough, even if there's nobody, you know, like it. Doesn't really matter. Like, the one most important thing what I learned through this process is nobody cares. End of the day, nobody cares. I feel like the biggest struggle what the people has, new creators, the biggest struggle is, oh, what the people gonna think of me? How I do look in the camera? How is my voice? How is this? How is that? Nobody cares. Like, everybody are so busy with their lives, and they just, it's just nobody care. And that's true. That's the reality. Like, think of it, like, if you watch some video, like, or for your favorite creator or whoever it is, if you watch some content, do you really care about those things? I don't think so. I never care. Like, oh, he had this blue hoodie and he's supposed to wear red. Like, no, nobody care. Like, it's just, it is what it is. Especially when you're new to that, it's just like you're in a process. Like, you learning all of this stuff, and it's okay. And I feel like it's even more interesting for someone who's watching when you see you as you growing, as you just moving forward, and you just like you're on a journey. So that's very interesting, because then end of the day, after a while, after 5, 6 months or a year, you can see the progress, you can see the change, you can see the difference what happened to you on a day 1 and after day 300. So this is something what I highly recommend to not be afraid of, because you just never know when is the moment, when is the time to, when it's gonna be your time to kind of blow up, to be better. And yeah, and I feel like every creator is saying that, and I also heard this a lot of times before, that like, just never know, you just gotta keep posting. One day, overnight, the magic gonna happen. And well, the magic is in the process for me. But even if the video with the 150,000 video view, what I told you, it was something magical. It was something where I was like, 50,000 people decide to click on this video. It's just unbelievable. And right now I'm on like 300 something subscribers mark, and I'm still super grateful for all of you, because for some reason you decide to support me. You decide to follow my journey, and I'm very, very grateful and thankful for it. But if you're new here and you haven't done it yet, I would like to ask you to click the subscribe button down there, and stay with me for that 2026, for that journey, because it's gonna be a lot of new interesting stuff. So, and that's being said, because it's the last day from 2025 from Austin, from the vlog from Austin, I want to say, what's the move for 2026? Well, I have a lot of ideas. I'm not gonna lie, it's just so many. I just need to kind of right now, actually after I'm done with recording, I need to sit down and write down more direct plan, but definitely being more creative for next year, definitely improve every single video, definitely improve all of the skills what I learned in past months to make them better. But I also, what I'm looking for more is, I want to tell more stories. I want to tell more stories of different people. I feel like there's a lot of interesting stories around. There's a lot of interesting people around, and the stories has to be said. And it's just very, very fascinating, very, very unique that we live in this world where we can have access to all of this. So it would be bad move to not use all of these resources and don't start doing that. So that's the move for next year. There was another thing what I just remember. In October, there was another turning point moment, sorry, which was ACL, and I did the street interviews from ACL. That was something, I was very stressful. I was very nervous, not gonna lie. It was something, I wanted to do it. I really wanted to do it, but when it came to the day when I actually needed to do it, I'm like, I had this microphone in my hand. I'm like, I don't know, I'm stressing. But hey, turns out it was super fun. The videos were cool, people like it, and it was another moment of me thinking of like, wow, how I moved from walking with the broken GoPro to interviewing people. It was cool. It was something what I was dreaming this whole time. So definitely look for more interviews, more stories of other people in this channel too. And yeah, so more stories from other people, more me on having podcasts of the journey, and more of exploring stuff like, for example, last video from Chicago. If you haven't checked yet, please go to the channel. There's part 1 and part 2 from my winter adventure from Chicago. It was so much fun over there, and I believe the videos are pretty cool. For some reason they're not performing well yet, but listening and following the creators, what they said, never give up on your video, because you just never know. So maybe if you listening to me right now and you haven't checked yet the Chicago video, highly recommend to give it a shot and check it out. And for the end of that, for today's vlog from 2025 from Austin, for me here, it's just very, very unbelievable every single day for me for past 5 months that this is actually happening, this is actually going, and I'm staying consistent. And this is the most, I believe, the most important part of it, being consistent. Understand what you want to do, understand that you need to follow your vision, follow your passion, no matter what people said, no matter what somebody will tell you, this and this. Like, if you have your vision in your head, and just follow this, follow your dreams, and that's it, and they're just gonna come true eventually. It's just gonna happen. It's not like something what's impossible, especially these days where we have access to everything. They call me in my last work, my couple works before, they always call me impossible possible. So because I always make impossible things possible. And even here now, well, the last part wasn't recorded, so I just want to say once again, thank you so much for having me in your devices to watching More Than Mike. Thank you so much for joining. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button on there and stay with me for 2026, because exciting stuff is coming. And other than that, I wish you for 2026 to follow your dreams, follow your passions, and just stay consistent, stay disciplined, follow your dream, and things gonna change, things gonna happen, the miracles gonna happen. No worry about editing rest. Just do what you enjoy to do and make the best of it. Thank you so much once again. Leave me a comment about your thoughts about this process, about the video. Click the like if you enjoy this, and yeah, and I see you in 2026. Thank you so much, and have a good one.